Good afternoon, everyone. This is CA Priyanka Chordia. We are back again on a RERA topic, and today's topic of discussion is penalties and offences under RERA Act 2016, that is Real Estate Regulatory Act 2016. So, let's see what we are going to discuss in today's PPT. So the first thing we're going to discuss is applicability of RERA. In short, we'll be saying if you want to see anything in detail, you can definitely go back to our registration and overview of RERA video, and you will find the detailed discussion there. The second thing we are going to see today is sections relating to penalties. So I'll be just telling you one by one the section numbers and under what section the penalties, which penalties applicable. The next thing we are going to discuss is penalties on promoters or builders. Then it would be penalties on real estate agents. Then next would be penalties on home buyers. And the next thing we would discuss is penalties on companies under this act. And the last thing we would discuss is compounding of offenses. So basically, we are going to see this chapter of penalties and different sections under it. So let's throw some light on applicability of RERA. So as we discussed earlier also, that RERA is applicable on all the projects where there are more than 8 units and where the area is more than 500 square meters. So that law, it is there. If any project which you are making, it has more than 8 units and the area is more than 500 square meters, and yes, you have to register under RERA. The second thing is a builder has to get RERA registration done for all the projects separately and display such information of the registration in its website and also the advertisements which they are displaying. So yes, these RERA number which you get, it is necessary to be put on your websites and also the advertisements. The next thing we are going to discuss is sections relating to penalties. So basically, the section starts from section 59 and it is there till section 68. So section 59(1), it deals with the default under section 3. So that means if you have not registered under section 3 under RERA, then section 59(1) is applicable, the penalties under it. The next section is 59(2). So even after giving you a ultimatum or giving you a notice saying that you've not registered under RERA before, if you still continue to default and you are non-registered, then this 59(2) is also applicable. The third section is section 60. So it is default under section 4, that is making the application under RERA. The next section is section 61. It deals with default by the promoter under other sections. So anything which is besides section 3 and section 4, these all other sections are covered under section 61. The next section we are going to discuss is section 62. So it is default under section 9(1) by agent. That is, if the agent is not registered under RERA and he's carrying out still the promotion of the project or buying and helping in the buying and selling of the projects. So then it would be default under this section. The next one is section 63, and that deals with contravention by promoter of the orders of RERA, that is the Real Estate Regulatory Authority. So if any orders are given under RERA and those are not followed, so this section will be applicable. The next section is section 64, and that is contravention by promoter of the orders of REAT, that is Real Estate Appellate Tribunal. So any order given by the appellate tribunal to the promoter and they are not followed, so then this section comes into picture. The next section we are dealing is section 65, and that is contravention by agent of the orders of RERA. That is, if any orders given by the Real Estate Regulatory Authority and it is not followed by the agent, then yes, this section is applicable. The next section is section 66, which is contravention by agent of the orders of REAT, that is Real Estate Appellate Tribunal. So basically, there are these different sections which are applicable in terms of agents and allottees or home buyers and promoters. So we need to see who is the party first, and then accordingly the specific section is applicable. The next section is section 67, that is contravention by allottees of the orders of RERA. So here, if any orders is given by the regulatory authority, then allottee needs to follow them. If it is not followed, then this section gets applicable. The next section is section 68. So this deals with contravention by allottees of the orders of REAT. That is again, if appellate tribunal, any orders given by the appellate tribunal to the allottee, such needs to be followed by the allottees or the home buyers. So basically, we are saying that all these sections relates to penalties and they needs to be followed. Otherwise, penalties will be levied under this section. Section 59(2), section 64, section 66 and section 68 are in relation to the appellate tribunal, and others are related to the Real Estate Regulatory Authority. Next thing we're going to discuss is penalties on promoter or builder under RERA. So the first section we would discuss is section 59. So the following penalties are applicable over a builder or the promoter for non-violation of any RERA laws or rules. First one is section 59, that is non-registration under the real estate project. So a builder cannot book, sell, promote, advertise a real estate property before getting RERA registration done for it. Okay, so as we discussed earlier also, that we need, the first thing to be done is getting the RERA registration done. Only then you can book, you can sell, you can promote, you can advertise your property. Otherwise, you cannot sell the property. Otherwise, again, the section 59 comes into picture if it is not registered and you do any of these above activities. If the promoter does not get the registration and commits any of the before mentioned act, then as I told you, section 59 of the RERA Act will become applicable. Section 59 states that if any promoter contravenes the provisions of section 3, that is registration, he shall be liable to a penalty which may extend up to 10% of the estimated cost. So here we are talking of the total estimated cost of the real estate projects, and 10% of it will be the penalty. But this total estimated cost will be determined by the authority. Yes, it is a hefty percentage, I know, 10%, but then that's how the law is made. So yes, we need to take care that firstly the RERA registration should be done, and only then all these activities need to be carried out. The next one is if any promoter does not comply with the orders, decisions or directions to get registration or continues to violate the section 3. So as I told you, if 59(1), when it is applicable, if the registration is not done and you carry out the activities which we said earlier, but 59(2), when it gets applicable, that is when you continue to default, under section 59(1), and then 59(2) comes into picture, and then when this section gets applicable, the promoter shall be punishable with an imprisonment for a term which may extend up to 3 years, or with fine which may extend up to 20% of the estimated cost of the real estate project, or both. See, so basically what happens is when 59(2) comes into pictures, two things come into picture. One is it can be imprisonment and it may extend up to 3 years, or also the fine, it may extend up to 20%. So this is basically 10% what we are seeing in 59(1), and also this 59(2) is 10%. So basically this may extend up to 20% of the real estate project. So this was section 59 what we discussed. The second section we would discuss is section 60. Okay, so section 60 deals with application part. Okay, the application under RERA. So section 60, if any incorrect details are provided while you're doing registrations and you're applying for the registration, then this section comes into picture. So, if any promoter provides false information for the registration under RERA, so as we discussed what all is required under application in my previous video, and you can definitely check that video. So, any details if you have provided which is false, which is not correct, so this is when this section 60 comes into picture. So, see to it that you don't provide any false information under RERA. All the paper documents, everything, all the details, what you're giving, all the information you're giving, make sure that it is correct. Okay, so when section 60 gets applicable, the promoter shall be liable to a penalty which may extend up to 5% of the estimated cost of the real estate projects. So basically, whenever we see this penalty percentage, it is levied on the total estimated cost of the total real estate project. So it is going to be big. So it is better that we do things correctly at the first place only. Okay, so here what we saw is the penalty may extend up to 5% of the estimated cost of the real estate project. And again, the real estate cost will be determined by the authority. The third section we are going to see is section 61. Okay, so section 61 deals with violation of any other provision. So anything which is not covered under section 3 and 4. So all these other sections will be covered. The violation under other sections will be covered in section 61. So if any promoter contravenes any other provisions of this act or rules or regulations made there under by any specific state, and then he shall be liable to a penalty which may extend up to 5% of the estimated cost of the real estate projects. So section 59(1) we saw it was 10%. Section 59(2) we saw it was up to 20%, extend up to 20%. Section 60 we saw it would extend up to 5%, and section 61 also it may extend up to 5%. So this is all again 5% of the total estimated cost, but this is determined by the authority, the total real estate cost. Then next is non-compliance with the order by promoter. If any promoter fails to comply with or contravenes any of the orders or directions of the authority, he shall be liable to a penalty for every day during which such default continues, which may cumulatively extend up to 5%. So here again, the higher side we are seeing is 5% of the estimated cost of the real estate project. And again, this total project cost is determined by the authority. So, but this is, we are talking on everyday basis, okay, till the person is liable. The default continues. Yes. The next one is non-compliance with orders of appellate tribunal. So 60, so before this we saw it was with regulatory authority, and now we are going to see is the orders of the appellate tribunal, which is covered under section 64. So if any promoter fails to comply with or contravenes any of the orders, decisions or directions given by the appellate tribunal. So basically first any case or any decision is given by the regulatory authority, the RERA, which we see, Real Estate Regulatory Authority. If the default continues and the case is gone to the tribunal, then any orders, if they are given by tribunal and they are not followed and they are not complied with by the promoter, then the promoter is punishable or charged under this section. Under this section, he shall be punishable with the imprisonment for a term which may extend up to 3 years. So yes, imprisonment again comes into picture, and which may extend up to 3 years, or with fine for every day during which the default continues, which may cumulatively extend up to 10% of the real estate, of the estimated cost of the real estate project. Yes. So section 64 was this. It again includes imprisonment or also the fine, which may extend up to 10%. Home buyers can file a RERA complaint against the builder in case of contravention of any of these provisions, and the above mentioned penalty shall be applicable as the case may be. So yes, a complaint should be filed. A complaint can be filed by a home buyer against the builder if he sees that any of these provisions are not followed and contravened. And then as we mentioned, under any specific section, the penalty will get applicable. Okay, so this was all about promoter and builder. So we'll just see in a table or in brief what we discussed, which is penalties on the promoter or builder. So first was non-registration of a project. So non-registration, when it comes to default under that section, it is 10% of estimated cost of real estate project. Okay. The next is if the promoter is violating any law, then yes, it is imprisonment for up to 3 years with or which may extend up to 3 years, or with or without fine for which may extend up to 10% of the estimated cost of the project. Then providing false information, that was while the time of the application, then it would be 5% of the estimated cost of the project. And any other contraventions and under any other sections, and that would also be 5% of the estimated cost of the real estate project. Please keep that in mind again, that the total estimated cost of the project, it will be determined by the RERA authority. Okay, the next thing we're going to discuss is penalties on real estate agent under RERA. So before we saw was promoter or builder, and now we are going to see agent. Okay, the first one is non-registration and contravention of order by real estate agent. So here, if under section 9, basically talking that the agent is not registered under this act, and then this section gets applicable. If any real estate agent fails to comply with or contravenes with the provisions of section 9 or section 10, he shall be liable to a penalty of rupees 10,000 for every day during which the default continues. So here, in case of agent, the non-registration, if it is not registered, basically, so it would be 10,000 per day till the default continues, which may cumulatively extend up to 5% of the cost of the plot, apartment or building, as the case may be, of the real estate project. So suppose there is this real estate agent who is facilitating in one of the apartments, for example. So whatever the total cost of that apartment is, they'll be calculating, or the total fees penalty, it may extend up to 5% of that specific apartment in which he facilitated in buying or selling. Okay, so that's the penalty to which the real estate agent would be liable, as the case may be. Yeah, so for which the sales and purchase has been facilitated. Yes, so that's what we discussed. It is this section wherein it covers section 9 and 10 default. The next one is non-compliance with orders by the real estate agent. So first, we are talking about the orders which are given by the real estate regulatory authority. So here, if any real estate agent fails to comply with or contravenes any of the orders or directions given by the authority, he shall be liable to a penalty for every day. So see, this is second section, which comes again with a everyday penalty per day. Yeah. So during which the default continues, which may cumulatively extend up to 5% of the estimated cost of plot or apartment or building, as the case may be, as we discussed in the previous section also. So basically, this is going to be, we need to keep this in mind when it comes to real estate agent. The penalty is per day, and it may extend up to 5% of the total apartment or building or plot in which he is facilitated. So this was when the orders given by authority are not followed. The next one is non-compliance with the appellate tribunal orders by the real estate agent. So first was authority, and now we are talking about the tribunal. If any real estate agent fails to comply with or contravenes any of the orders, decisions or directions of the appellate tribunal. So basically, whenever the orders are given, it is they are generally date specified. So before that, you are supposed to comply with whatever orders are given. Otherwise, the real estate agent may be punishable with an imprisonment or for a term which may extend up to 1 year, or with fine for every day during which the default continues. So when we spoke about promoter, it was 3 years of imprisonment. It may extend, and while we are talking of real estate agent, it may extend up to 1 year, or also with the fine for every day, which till the default continues, and cumulatively it may extend up to 10% of the total estimated cost of the plot or apartment or building, as the agent has facilitated in. Okay. So again, a home buyers can file complaint here, even in against the real estate agent in case of contravention of any of the above provisions which we just discussed. So the home buyer can file a complaint against the promoter, or the home buyer can also file a complaint against the real estate agent. So we'll just see in a table format that how much penalty or imprisonment which is levied for the offenses. So the first one is non-registration of a project. So rupees 10 this is non-registration of a real estate agent under that specific project. So rupees 10,000 per day of default, which may extend up to 5% of the cost of the property. So your property means the flat or the plot or any apartment which the agent is facilitating to buy or sell. Failure to comply with the authority. So here the penalty is on daily basis, which may extend up to 5% of the estimated cost of the plot or the property. Okay. So the next one is failure to comply with tribunal. So imprisonment, whenever tribunal comes into picture, the imprisonment part comes into picture. Okay. So it's easier to remember that way. So imprisonment for up to 1 year with or without fine, which may extend up to 10% of the total cost of that plot or apartment or property. Okay, so this we discussed was real estate agent penalties. Now next we're going to discuss is penalties on home buyers or the allottees, which is said under RERA Act 2016. So the first one is non-compliance with the orders by the home buyers. Okay, so here we are talking about the regulatory authority first. So if a home buyer fails to comply with or contravenes any of the orders, decisions or directions of the authority, he shall be liable to a penalty for the period during which the default continues, which may cumulatively extend up to 5% of that plot, apartment or building cost. Okay, so here we are seeing that the total penalty, it may extend up to 5% of the plot or the apartment, whichever is whichever is applicable, you can say, under this to the home buyer or to the allottee which we are talking. So it may extend up to 5%. Okay. The second part is non-compliance with the appellate tribunal orders by the home buyer. First was regulatory authority, now we are saying appellate tribunal. If a home buyer fails to comply with or contravenes any of the orders or directions of the appellate tribunal, as the case may be, he shall be punishable with imprisonment. As we discussed before also, so whenever the orders of the appellate tribunal comes into picture, yes, the imprisonment is also seen. So here we are talking about the punishment, which includes imprisonment for a term which may extend up to 1 year. Promoter 3 years, real estate agent 1 year, and a home buyer or allottee, again it may extend up to 1 year, or with fine for every day during which such default continues. So whenever we talking about any penalty section, we see that the period which we consider is till the default continues. Until then, that per day, this is how it is calculated. But then there is this restriction given on the higher part, maximum how much it is to be charged, or till what percentage it would extend. So basically, we're seeing all these. It is extended to what percentage, or it is extended to how many years in terms of imprisonment. So when we're talking about home buyer and the orders of the appellate tribunal, if they are contravened, then the imprisonment may extend up to 1 year, and fine for every day till the default continues. It may extend up to 10% of the plot, apartment, or the building cost, whichever is applicable in that specific case. Okay. So the next, so we'll just see in a table format, easier to remember this base. So first is failure to comply with the authority. So penalty on a daily basis, which may extend up to 5% of the estimated cost of the apartment. Okay. The second one is failure to comply with the tribunal, and then you may face the imprisonment for up to 1 year with or without fine, but the fine may extend up to 10% of the real estate cost of that apartment or the shop, whatever property you're buying. So this was basically penalties we discussed for the builders or the promoters, the real estate agents, and then the home buyers or the allottees. These are like the three main parties when a real estate project or the buying or selling comes into picture. Three parties. The next one we're going to see is section 69, and it deals with the penalties on companies under RERA. So first things first one is where an offense under RERA has been committed by a company. Every person who at the time of the offense was committed was in charge, the officer which was committed and was in charge or was responsible to the company for the conduct of the business of the company. So basically what we're saying is when this offense was committed, if there is any director or manager or company secretary, any of the persons responsible, so basically all these people come into picture. And if it is committed, as in if they were knowing that this offense is committed, so these people also they'll be deemed to be guilty basically for the offense, and they also shall be liable. Okay, so first thing what we're saying is when an offense is committed, it is the company and every person who at the time of committing the offense was in charge. Then the business of the company as well as the company shall be deemed to be guilty of the offense and shall be liable to be proceeded against and punished accordingly. So this was section 69(1). The 2 says, notwithstanding anything contained in subsection 1, where an offense has been committed by a company and it is proved that it is with consent of any of the director, manager or secretary or any other officers, then such person shall also be deemed to be guilty of that offense and punished accordingly. So basically we're saying if there is any company default and there we see we get a proof, or we see the direct relation of any director and manager or secretary or any other officer relating to that matter, then yes, such person shall also be deemed to be guilty for that offense and he shall be punished accordingly. Here, when it comes to RERA, the company also includes firm, or that is partnership firm or other association of individuals. That is covered under section 16(9). Okay, so let's see section 70. So section 70 deals with compounding of offenses by court. This is the last part which we are seeing in terms of this presentation. Yes, so we are seeing section 70. It says, notwithstanding Code of the Criminal Procedure 1973, if any person is punished with imprisonment under this act, the court may compound the offense on paying 10% of the estimated cost of the real estate projects. So imprisonment would also be there, and also there may be 10% of penalty. Yes, the promoter shall comply with the orders of the appellate tribunal within period of not more than 30 days of compounding orders of court. So basically, as I told you, any appellate tribunal orders, it comes with a period. Yes. So here they are saying if the order is not followed within 30 days, then the compounding comes into picture. Yes. On such payment and compliance of the court order, the promoter who is in custody shall set at liberty, and no proceeding shall be instituted or continued against such person. So whenever they pay and the compliance is done, then yes, they can go. They are at the liberty to go. The next one is the acceptance of such money for compounding shall be deemed okay. The acceptance of such money and compounding, it should be deemed to be an acquittal order. Yes. So this was all about section 70. So today's topic was basically on the penalties under RERA, which included the penalties which will be imposed on the builders and the promoters. The next was on real estate agent, and then it was home buyers or the allottees. We also discussed the penalties which will be levied on the companies, and then it was the compounding of offenses by the court. So basically, this is all which I wanted to cover under this penalties and offenses section today. So thank you so much, everyone. I'm representing CA Sansar channel. So keep coming back, and we will be coming back with more videos on RERA. If you have any questions, and you can post under this video. Thank you, Vivek sir, and thank you team for being so supportive and for giving me an opportunity. Yes, thank you again. Do let me know if you need any specific topic on which discussion is needed. So yes, thank you so much. You can also see other act videos like Income Tax Act or GST or any other applicable act under our work on CA Sansar channel. So yes, subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.